I want to send my condolences to Big Scarr. Hey, I just want to let y'all know, man, be patient, man. We just talked to the cousin. Man, be patient, man. We just talked to his cousin. His cousin said that it was two of them. They came up from behind him. He was at the bar first before he even went to the crib. And as you can see, old girl at the bar, she is the main one who own him. That's the girl that set him up. Like I always told y'all, y'all number one enemy. Y'all number one, the person who's targeting you. And this does not goes out to the females who's living a regular everyday life. This goes out to the females who still setting guys up in the hood. I want y'all to understand that man. He was out there in Atlanta. He had no problems, man. He went back to Memphis, man. They said that he had ties with Big Juke. I want y'all to really understand, man. Big Juke people, man. This sad, man, because Big Scarr was the main one who was real life hitting Dolph up every time Dolph came to the city. I want y'all to understand one thing. He was signed to 1017. Dolph was rocking with 1017. This goes to show that it's too many people out here not taking things serious. You have to really be mindful of what's going on. And when dude ran up, he was the only one with the wife beater. He instantly, he started blowing. He got hit up 4 times. After he got hit up, they instantly, dude come from the side. Dude, boom, boom, boom. Dude try to instantly, like, finish him off. They instantly pull him back. He ran up at the front of the building, man. Next thing you know, he hopped in the car, man. They said they sped off in a black scat pack. This crazy, man, because a lot of people really looking at this from a totally different perspective when you have to be mindful and understand one thing. After old girl in the red dress, y'all see old girl right there, and you see his buddy right behind him. This why I always tell y'all, have security, real security with y'all. Don't have nobody with y'all who real life. Don't be toting the pole, man. The pole can't be under the hood, man. People looking at this from a whole totally different angle when we all know for a fact that old girl was the main one who instantly got right on her phone as soon as she got through dancing with him. And soon as he instantly turned his head, she instantly get dude the signal. Next thing you know, buddy instantly, he watching them the whole time. By him even watching Big Scarr, it goes to show that, man, he ain't have security on point. Security wasn't really on S, because if security was on S, dude wouldn't have never been able to get up that close to him. I want y'all to look at one thing, and we just lost so many people, man. And I want y'all to know, they said that J. Prince Jr., his Bentley truck was parked right on the side, man. And I want y'all to understand, man, J. Prince Jr. wasn't alone. It was at least 6 people with him. Y'all got to really look at this, man, because J. Prince Jr., man, his name been ringing through a lot of stuff that's been going on in Memphis, Houston, and Atlanta. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because Big Scarr cousin, they looking at this like, hold on. They finna click up with the opposite side. Boy, they finna click up with the ops, man. Like, real talk, man. Y'all really got to pay attention to this, because people ain't really got their P's and Q's right on what really happened. But yeah, as y'all can see in the video, y'all see him dancing with old girl. If y'all see him dancing with old girl, put it in the comment section, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I want y'all to understand, it's 2 parts of that club that they was in. It's 2 parts. If he would have real life at least had 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes with him when nobody even tried to be on that, because he had the chains on his neck, man. Dude wanted the baguettes. If he wouldn't have never had them baguettes on his neck, man, that 1017 piece, if he wouldn't have never had that, dude would have never ran up and started to blicking. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because people really sitting back looking at it like, of course, he right there with all the females. That's cool. But you got to understand, half of them females from the ops hood. If them females get a drop on Buddy and them that already live in their hood, they'll instantly get a drop on Big Scarr because he looked like an easy target. He just in there freelancing, man. And as y'all can really see, they not really taking it too lightly that it really ain't no security in there. There's only security at the door, man. It should be security right there at his section that he at, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. He paid like $1,500 just for that section, man, and it's like $300 a bottle. This sad, man, because people sitting back looking at it like it's another guy gone to senseless violence, man. He gone, man, for no reason, man. People sitting back, study trying to figure out like why would Big Sky even go up there? He went up there because he thought it was safe. He thought that his homies in his hood was gonna protect him, man. Like y'all gotta understand, he was only visiting. He came back visiting, and the family already said it, man. Hey, they grieving right now, man. Y'all really gotta look at this because some people are taking real kind and real loud, let it flat past their head, man, and go over them. You feel me? You can't do that, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact, what would you do if this was you? You know for a fact that there's so many people who wanted that man's spot. Y'all know this. Hit the like button if y'all know that people wanted this man's spot. One reason, and what I say is security, at least 2 or 3 of them, for the simple fact that if you go into any public place, you do not supposed to have nobody from the hood with you. And I sit there and specify this to a T for the simple fact that you have to dot your I's and cross your T's, man, in conjunction with this even happening in a place that it happened at. Like, real talk, y'all. If y'all would have really seen everybody that was standing out there, they could have realized, helped them, picked them up, put them in a cot, and drove to the ambulance, man. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because people sitting there looking at it like, hold on, they could have adjusted him a little bit better up in that truck, man. Y'all, do y'all know that once you get blicked up, man, they travel through your body, man? They travel through your body, man. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact that there's people sitting back looking at it like, okay, he was with a couple people, but why was them couple people ain't get hit up? The reason they didn't get hit up is for one reason. It's for the simple fact that his uncle already admitted he was hanging with some people who was really cool with the ops. I want y'all to really look at that, man, because people don't know that Memphis is treacherous. They treacherous out there. And if you go to Atlanta, it's the same way, man. You saw what just happened to Thug. You feel me? They just turned on Thug. You feel me? At the end of the day, that's how the streets go, man. Like, we all know this, man, and we can really understand that this is a revolving door. We need to open our eyes to the fact of what's really going on. People sitting back looking at it like, hold on. Why didn't he have everything jam-packed? He ain't have it jam-packed because there was too many people in the car. Like, I want y'all to really look at this, man, because we know from what the forensics is saying, the fingerprints that was found on the weapon it came from the people who was blowing, man. It came from the dude with the dude had short braids in the back, the little cornrows, and the other dude had dreads that came down like right above his chest. I want y'all to really look at that. He had gold tips on the bottom of him. That's how they knew it was Buddy. Gee, y'all gotta really understand what's really going on, man, because it's sad that this had to really happen to somebody who realized he really didn't do nothing to nobody. We know this, man. He real life didn't do nothing to nobody, man. But they insisted on real life sending him up for one reason. They wanted the peace. You feel me? They wanted the peace, man. They already knew where he was from, what he was claiming, for the simple fact of he had the 1017 on that. They know what Gucci is. They know everybody who hang with Gucci, real life, know y'all connected, like real talk. I want y'all to really look at this, man. If you from the streets, man, hit that like button. Y'all know for one fact that these boys, they realized tried to box him in, man. If they would have never got the heads up on them, they would have never knew what was going on, man. And this what makes me really go into the Gunna, Jay Prince, and the whole Quavo situation, because for all them to even have contact like that, hey, it goes to show like the stuff be connected, man, through one person, Jay Prince Jr. It's not even unbelievable that the 6th person came out and really snitched on Young Thug. What's unbelievable is the fact that Young Thug trusted all these people and they real life turned on him as soon as they got a little leeway. This goes to show, like, when you in the streets and you doing what you doing, you got people posted up on S, you got people moving packs, you got people doing all this crazy stuff under your command, your watch, under your leadership. Man, what else you was supposed to do? Not trust them? Man, you need to realize, look a certain way. Like, if you really pay attention to this, don't nobody want to go out like that. He going outside, and it's crazy that the people, even his brother, came out. Like, real talk, y'all, at the end of the day, we know for a fact it's a lot of people who didn't want to see him even get in this position. Even if you did send him a kite and tell him, hey man, just take the plea deal, man, it's gonna make me look good. I never met a person who sat there and met somebody in a bullpen and literally said like, hold on, hey man, what you doing? Hey, watch out, man. Hey boy. He looked right through the bars. Hey man, I want you to let them people know that, man, tell them that YSL ain't no game. He went in there and said YSL ain't no game. Next thing you know, they flipping around on him. They instantly put YSL is a game by him even telling his lawyer to bring that to their awareness. And Yo Gotti said that one thing that connected this with the whole Young Dolph case is the main fact that his cousin was included inside of the YSL Rico. I want y'all to look at that, man, because it goes back. And again, I want to let y'all know the bag was dropped for Gunna to instantly get up out that jam. Gunna wasn't going to sit in there knowing that he got family outside, and anybody know. If you got family outside, what you gonna do is either you gonna stick to the code, stay 10 toes down, or you gonna literally sit right there and, okay, I'm gonna sit in here and, I'm gonna let him get out first, and then he ain't gonna flip on me. It was so many people whose names was mentioned, and these was major rappers. Even one of the rappers who signed to Lil Durk, named Slam Life Shawty, they said that he was one of the ones that told the brother. He was the ones that told. These are people that's real close in the inner circle of the. I want y'all to know, even if they didn't do the crime, they didn't want to go down for nothing that nobody else did. It was so many people who didn't even get locked up for it, but they picked those few people, the individuals that you see on the screen. It was so many people who realized they tried to pull up on Gunna, all for one reason, because of Gunna told. You gotta understand, Gunna still stay in Atlanta. Sauce Walker had to take back what he said about Gunna snitching. You feel me? And when somebody gotta do that, they gotta rekindle on their word. And you know how people, if they say something, they mean it. If you from the streets, you know for a fact, you gotta watch who you be around, because you don't know if they're a snitch or not. Y'all ain't got into that situation yet. You don't know if once y'all go down, some in the car, they gonna realize, tell the police it's yours, even if it's their car or your car. If Gunna would have never got pulled over with Young Thug, this, like, the case wouldn't have been going in Gunna's favor, for the simple fact that, if Young Thug would have got pulled over by himself, he could have easily said, that ain't mine, because he was going to ride around with the blicky anyway. A lot of people got sent up behind this, and I want y'all to know one thing. Young Thug cousin sent back trying to lay low because he don't want his name in it, and he was the shooter. The whole YSL Rico, it led everybody to looking at the fact that the judge addressed everything that went on, and dude who took that phone call in the courtroom, his girlfriend came, like, she came to the forefront and let everybody know, like, he not finna stand there and everybody want Young Thug. Everybody want Young Thug to get booked. Like, it's sad for her to say that, because we don't want to see nobody locked up, but in all actual reality, some people don't want us, like, looking at the fact that, boy, it was too many people who didn't get booked for it. But we can all look at the fact that y'all need to change certain things, because if you going to be a rapper, you signed up for this. At the end of the day, if your homies want to be under you as your entourage, they signed up for this. And you can't real life tell nobody, hey man, you going to have to get rid of Gunna. He can't do that, because he already in hot water, and Atlanta hot right now. We all know that YSL, they did all this, all that. Everybody, they mentioned all the weapons charges, all the, like, everything that they did within the time frame of 2013 all the way to now. It's sad to see them turn on that man like that, but at the end of the day, we all understand that birds of a feather flock together, and you know that they had involvement in everything that went on, but they took plea deals before him, so it leaves him in a messed up situation like a rock between a hard place. I want y'all to really understand what's going on, man, because it's people who out here can't like open their eyes and figure out like, is you gonna hang with people? Hang with them and make sure that they straight before you go out into public with them. But if you realize gonna get into it with people every time you meet somebody, man, you need to just stay cool and stay by yourself, man. At the end of the day, if you know for a fact that people gonna snitch on you because of what you're doing, you need to lay low. It's only a select few people who even know Sauce Walker, his homie, was even going there. Like, I want y'all to understand, they waited in that black car, and dude hopped out the passenger seat. Once he hopped out, he walked around the car. Once he walked around the car, he ran right up to their car and instantly started dumping inside the passenger window. I want y'all to really look at this, man, and really pay attention to the fact that they couldn't even drive off quick enough for the simple fact that they caught them off guard. That's why I always tell y'all, watch yourself, watch your surroundings, man. You have to make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's is crossed. It's so many people out here looking at the fact that, oh, here's Sweet Lick, all because he got a bag. No, man, y'all got to really understand, man. They wanted Sauce Walker homie to check in. You can't just go to no other city without checking in. A lot of people sit back and don't really take heed to that, but we need to understand what's really going on, man. We have to open our eyes to the fact that they know what they doing. Just like Lil Durk mentioned in his song that he told Young Thug, everybody who he blew at. When I say blue, he blicky down. I want y'all to really look at this, man. Even being in contact with Gunna, it goes to show who playing what part and who with what side. A lot of people took sides already, and they said Young Slime Life Shawty, he is signed to Lil Durk OTF, so therefore he don't want to be booked because he only affiliated with YSL. It's 11-page Rico indictment between the whole TSF, so y'all gotta understand the whole Sauce Factory. Everybody who real live was out there flexing them chains, flexing them cars. They already raided Sauce Walker house a couple years ago for a whole nother incident. Y'all gotta really look at this. It's too many people out there who know for a fact. Y'all gotta watch what y'all do, man. Y'all on them phones talking and doing all that, telling y'all business to these people, man. Y'all realize setting y'allself up for failure, and a lot of people know for a fact that Sauce Walker, he knew for a fact that once Buddy hopped out and caught him in the driveway and he couldn't pull out, dude walked right up to the window, it was over with for the simple fact that everybody was in the garage. Once you know for a fact that if you in the street, your number one enemy is the females, man. The females who still out there setting people up. You feel me? Setting the dudes up with the money who got the bag. They chasing the bag. And I want y'all to know that regardless of how street you is, a lot of street dudes fold under pressure. He already exposed the fact that they was running from everybody that was in YFN Lucci camp. Like, real talk, y'all. After that happened with Big Nut, you got to understand, man, they real life started investigating Young Thug as his own person instead of investigating the whole YSL. No, they hit YSL with the Rico, but you got to understand one thing. Gunna already gave them the information they need to know. YSL been looked at for a long time, but they started looking at Thug because of what happened with Nut. They already knew his name was ringing through the hood in Atlanta. We already know one thing. When you get out of jail for snitching, you gonna end up getting dropped from the label. Like, real talk. We know for a fact that they gonna realize, sit there and say, Gunna, you can't even come back to the YSL studio. for the simple fact that you slammed out the game. That's why Saucy Sancho said that J. Prince Jr. was the one who realized he know everything that's going on in Houston, and he could have realized stopped the whole Rico from going on. He could have stopped it. It was an 11-page Rico indictment, man, with all type of stuff. People getting caught with blickies, people getting caught with, man, all type of stuff that they don't even supposed to have on them. Like, we already know this, man. In every hood, we know for a fact that if you get out early, you snitched. If you realize get less of time than the persons you on a case with, if they your co-defendants, you snitched. A lot of people not cut from that cloth. You shouldn't put people in position who you know for a fact gonna fold under pressure. We know this, and we know a lot of dudes, they from the street like the hoods of Atlanta. What a lot of people didn't know is that when Gunna made that statement, he was testifying against Young Thug, which led them to going and even investigating the whole TSF Rico. I want y'all to look at the fact that somebody had the phone in the 402 conference. He had to take a side conference because that wasn't even a courtroom. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because a lot of people baffled by this. A lot of people startled. People shocked looking at it like, hold on. Why would he go into a separate conference instead of sitting there and basically taking his own weight? He did that because of one thing. All he had to do was say, yes, ma'am. They already had the questions wrote down and the answers to him that he gave them before they had the whole conference. I feel that it's his fault because you trusted him. You sit there and thought Atlanta, they treacherous, man. They be out there, man, body after body after body. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man, but we know for a fact that you can do all that while you out, but as soon as you get booked, you want to go back out to that. You feel me? And it don't happen like that. Y'all got to look at the fact that once Gunna got out, it opened up a can of worms because everybody looked at it like, hold on, we basically still locked up and you out. Why is you out and we still locked up? But if we all go back to the beginning, they tried to basically get Gunna out in the first place. You feel me? They was saying release Gunna and let everybody else stay in there. But we know for a fact that if they release Gunna, we know for a fact he ain't tell if it would have been at the beginning because they pushed for them to release him. You feel me? So I know a lot of people sit back and pay attention to what's going on, and y'all gotta really be cautious about the people you keep around you. Sauce Walker cousin, he wasn't going for none of that because he knew that somebody mentioned his name. You can't mention the head of the whole clique name, man. Like, real talk, Gunna is the reason why Young Thug is finna get all this time, and Gunna is the reason why TSF finna get all this time. And he said what really happened. He said how they tried to real live make it seem like Gunna was the one, but real live they already been watching TSF. Like, you gotta understand this, man. Really pay attention to it, cause a lot of people sit back and really don't know like what's really going on. But if you really put your finger on it, you will really pay attention to everything that's going on, because the people who was arrested, them the main people who basically Sauce Walker didn't want. He did, like, you know, the situations that Sauce Walker got into in the past. So it's people that could tell on him now. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, y'all read the thumbnail. Hey, y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all read the title. Hey, y'all got to pay attention to everything that's going on, because I got some breaking news for y'all today, man. Sauce Walker and the whole Sauce Factory, TSF, man. You got to understand, man, they've been hit with multiple RICO charges due to everything that's been going on out in Houston. And I want y'all to know that they brought up Duke the Jeweler name, and they brought up J. Prince Jr. as a person of interest. Like, I want y'all to pay attention to what's really going on. Sauce Walker could have realized, he could have covered his tracks, man, better than how they did, man. They realized, put themselves in a messed up situation, and it all goes back to everybody who they real life trusted. I want y'all to look at the fact that Sauce Walker, boy, one of his homies, boy, just got knocked off, boy. They just sent Buddy up. Y'all got to look at this, man, because everybody in Houston paying attention to the fact that everybody who told on him, it was 13 people. Y'all gotta understand. They mentioned Sauce Walker as the person who basically was the ringleader of everything that went on. So I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man. People sit back and look at this from a whole different perspective, but you have to really be mindful of what's going on. Sauce Walker, he really think that Gunna was the one who real life gave the tip on everything that was going on. Could nobody have known what literally happened until Gunna literally got released? The everything that went on, it dates back to when Gunna was going through his plea deal. Y'all need to open y'all eyes and realize what's really going on, because if everybody get booked, who else gonna be out here to realize, sit there and realize, put the music out that people need to hear? Sauce Walker made a comment on the Duke the Jeweler situation, and I think this kind of brought him into, like, basically the light. Like, again, a lot of people sit there. If y'all don't know what happened with Duke the Jeweler was a Chicago jeweler. He was around 26 years old, man. He realized had his own business going on, and he realized had his stuff going for him, and he was traveling back and forth, basically selling rappers jewelry, giving rappers pieces, and a lot of people thought that he was sweet because he was coming with basically no real security, just like everybody else who's coming to Houston. Sad to say, he did one thing that everybody else did, like Takeoff. RP Duke the Jeweler, RP Takeoff. Takeoff came out there, checked in. You feel me? They said he didn't check in. Duke the Jeweler came out there, checked in. He never checked out. Like, real talk, man. Somebody ran up on Duke. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. And Charleston White made a good explanation on how people take things for granted, and how some people really need to sit back and analyze what's really going on, so that they can have a real understanding of, basically, you can't be trusting these rappers out here, because a lot of them realize wanted to be in their spot. And I'm gonna let you know from firsthand, from the horse's mouth, this peso, he finna tell everything that's going on.
Ain't what you think it is. On another note, if Pink gonna make about everything, feel me? All I know is I'm on the way to go buy some real estate. You feel me? So y'all being negative, wanna be mean to a nigga. On the way to go buy some real estate. You feel me? I'm with the family.
And he's saying basically that he not down with the Rico. He realized saying that his name ain't mentioned in the Rico. He said that they told on everybody but